Hello everyone. In this video, we'll be starting with the discussion of some examples of formal invitation and informal invitation and their respective replies. So now we'll be starting with the formal invitation. Let us read the question first. You are Fazil Falak Majumdar celebrating the 50th marriage anniversary of your grandparents. Draft a formal invitation for the same in not more than 50 words. So what type of information we are getting from this question? The first one being the name of the host, Fazil or Falak Majumdar. If you are a girl, you use Falak. If you are a boy, you use Fazil in your answer. Then after that, we come to know the purpose of the event. We are celebrating the 50th marriage anniversary of our grandparents. And then we have to draft a formal invitation for the same in not more than 50 words. So we come to know three things. First, we are Faz or Falak Majumdar. Secondly, we are celebrating the 50th marriage anniversary of our grandparents. And third, we have to draft a formal invitation for the same. So this is all the necessary information we need. So now first comes the name of the host, Faisal Majumdar. And in the next line itself we write, requests the pleasure of your gracious presence. This is the standard expression I talked about in the previous video where I discussed the format of the formal invitation. This is how you request someone to come to your event. Faisal Majumdar requests the pleasure of your gracious presence on the occasion of their grandparents' Golden Jubilee celebration. Now this Golden Jubilee celebration, written in bold letters, is a very effective way to directly take the reader's attention to the purpose of the invitation. So if you want, you can write the name of the event in bold letters. And then after that, leaving one line, we write all the necessary details about the venue, time of the event. At Hotel Maharaja Regency, MG Road, 20th December 2020, 8 p.m. onwards. So now the reader would come to know that Fazil Majumdar is celebrating their grandparents' Golden Jubilee celebration, that is the 50th anniversary celebration. And where is that celebration taking place? At Hotel Maharaja Regency, which is situated at MG Road. The celebration is taking place on 20th December 2020, 8 p.m. onwards. Now, if I am the invitee and I have to respond to this invitation, I would take down this number and respond to the host. That is the main purpose of putting RSVP here. So now let's discuss how I as the invitee would reply to this invitation. So the first instance is of acceptance, where I will accept the invitation, and the second is where I would decline. So let us read how I would accept this invitation. For example, I am me and my husband, Mr. and Mrs. Gupta, we are Mr. and Mrs. Gupta, we are invited to this event. So we would respond in the third person. Mr. and Mrs. Gupta thank Mr. Majumdar for their kind invitation to their grandparents' Golden Jubilee celebration on 20th December 2020. They confirm their acceptance for the same and wish the lucky couple. This is how a reply goes about. First, you thank them for inviting them to your event, and then you go about talking something about the event where you are invited, and then you confirm whether you would be coming or not, and then you put in a wish for the event. So this is standard in the decline of the invitation also. First you thank them for the invitation, then you talk about the invitation, talk about the venue and talk something about the event. And then you confirm your presence, whether you would be coming or not, then you wish the couple. Because even if you're coming or you're not coming, you're always wishing good for someone who has invited you to their event. So this is how a formal reply goes about. So now how would we decline this invitation? Mr. and Mrs. Gupta thank Mr. Majumdar for their kind invitation to their grandparents' Golden Jubilee celebration on 20th December 2020, but regret their unavailability for the same due to a prior commitment. They wish the charming couple all the happiness in the world. how are they declining this invitation? First, they are thanking Mr. Majumdar for their kind invitation. Then they are declining this invitation, citing a valid reason, because they are busy with the prior commitment, because they have to go somewhere else, and they hadn't received this invitation prior to that invitation, so they have to go to that event. That they have some prior commitment, they have some prior work which they have to give time on instead of this event. So that is why they are declining this event. So this is an important aspect of a formal reply. If you are given that you have to decline this invitation, you have to cite a valid reason for declining this invitation. And then in the end, you wish the best for the host and all for whom the event has been organized. In this case, Mr. Majumdar's grandparents are to be wished, so we wish them. Mr. and Mrs. Gupta are wishing the charming couple all the happiness in the world. Then there is another type of formal invitation. On 30th November, your school is going to hold its annual sports day. You want Mr. Dhanraj Pillai, a noted hockey player, to give away the prizes to the budding sports person of the school. Write a formal invitation in about 50 words, requesting him to grace the occasion. You are Karan Karna, the sports secretary, Sunrise Global School, Agra. Okay, so now this is a bit different. In the previous one, we were inviting someone to a family event, right? In this, we are acting as the signing authority of a school. We would be signing the invitation. We are organizing an event as a educational institution. So this would be somewhat different, because as you would be remembering, I told you the invitation is slightly different when you invite a special guest to your event. You have to mention the name of the honoree in the center of the invitation. So this is also, this is how the invitation would go in this, if you are asked this type of question. First, the name of the host, Sunrise Global School, or you could also write principal, staff and management of Sunrise Global School. I repeat, you can also write principal, staff and management of Sunrise Global School, and then comes your standard expression, takes pleasure in inviting the noted hockey player Mr. Dhanraj Pillai. See how we are following the same format, but after the standard expression, we have mentioned the name of the chief guest, not chief guest. We are inviting a special guest. We are inviting a national hockey player to our event, to our annual sports day, right? So we would write noted hockey player Mr. Dhanraj Pillai to grace the occasion of its annual sports day and to give away prizes to a budding sports person, and then your date and your time would come. And then how would you sign this invitation? You are given that who is writing the invitation? Karuna Karan, the sports secretary of Sunrise Global School. So now the managing team of this noted hockey player would contact Karuna or Karan, the sports secretary of the school, whether they have to, in case of declining the invitation or accepting the invitation. They would contact the sports secretary of the school. This is a quite easy question to attempt if you grasp the format and all the necessary key points that this question has. So now, if Mr. Dhanraj Pillai has to accept this invitation, how would it go about? First, the date would be written. The date at which you are accepting or declining the invitation, that has to come on the left hand side of the box. Then you would start your invitation. Mr. Dhanraj Pillai thanks principal, staff and management of Sunrise Global School, Agra for their kind invitation to the annual sports day on 20th November 2020. He is happy to confirm his appearance for the same. So this is strikingly similar to the ones we dealt previously. That is, first the name of the invitee comes, then he or she thanks the host, and then they confirm their acceptance. In this case, he is coming, so he has not written anything else, because this is a quite precise type of question we are dealing with. Then if he has to decline the invitation, then also the format would be same. The date would come, and then the invitee's name would come, who would thank the host, and after that they would confirm they would decline decline the invitation, stating that they are unavailable for the event due to some prior engagement. So in this case, you could also write another line that he wishes the best for the budding sports persons. You could also end your invitation in this way. This would give an extra edge to your formal reply. I repeat, you could also use a line saying he wishes the best for the budding sports persons. Now we are talking about the informal invitations. They are even more easy to grasp than the formal invitations. Let us read the question first. Rohit has got success in CBSE PMT. He wants to celebrate his admission to Shivaji Medical College, Nagpur by throwing a party to his friends. Write an informal invitation giving the details of the venue, time and date. Do not exceed 50 words. So first, we come to know that we have to sign the notice as Rohit. Not sign, we have to write this notice as Rohit, who has got success in his CBSE PMT exams. Now he is throwing a party for the same because he has got admission in a very prestigious college in Nagpur. He'd be throwing a party for his friends for the same. And we are not given with the address, but we could always form the address on our own. Now we also have to form the name of the invitee. So let us see how this invitation goes about. First, we write the sender's address, that is 33-427 Priya Vihar, New Delhi. And then after leaving one line, we write the date in expanded form. You can see how date is written in expanded form. 15 July 2020, you could write 2019, any year that is going on, that is relevant with your answer. Dear Varun, you would be glad to learn that I have secured 80th rank in CBSE PMT competition. Notice how he is happy to express his success. Then he goes on to tell that he has got admission in a prestigious institution, and then he wants to share a few happy moments of his life with my old mends. Now what is mends? Mends are basically friends. At a dinner in Hotel Kanishka at 9 p.m. on 23rd July 2020. Please join the celebrations in merrymaking. Yours sincerely, Rohit. So notice how we are following the complete format. We have first written the sender's address, then we will leave one line, then we would write the date. After writing the date, we'll also leave a line, and then we'd write the name of the invitee with dear. And after writing the name of the invitee with dear, in the next line itself, we'll start our informal invitation. First, we will inform the reader, inform the invitee about the purpose of the invitation. Then you would throw in a few other details. You would mention the venue of the party, the time of the party, the date of the party, and then you would request them to please join the celebrations or the event. You would request them to join the event and take part in the merrymaking. Merrymaking is basically celebration. Then you would end with the complimentary closure, that is yours sincerely, Rohit. Rohit is the sender's name, right? So you would write the same name in the end of the invitation. One thing you have to keep in mind is that informal invitation is written in full block format. That is, it is written to the left side, just as you write an informal letter. I have been writing informal letter since an early age, and we should know how an informal letter is written in full block format. So in the same way, informal invitation is also written in full block format. Every line starts from the left side. Now let us discuss how Varun would reply to this invitation. In this case, I have discussed, I have taken the scenario that Rohit has accepted the invitation, and I would also discuss with you how he would decline the invitation. Now, in the same way, as in the invitation, the sender's address had come first. In the reply also, the sender's address would come first in 2 or 3 lines. And after leaving one line, the date has come. Notice how the invitation was given to him on 50th July. Here 1st July has been written by mistake. You can make it 20th July. And after leaving one line, you would write Dear Rohit. That is the name of the host whom you are replying. Now in the next line, you would first thank them for the invitation. You would start the reply by thanking them for the invitation. I am really happy for you and knew you would make it big. It is surely a time for celebration and I would love to join the same. Yours truly, Varun. Notice how easy it is to write an informal reply, just as you are talking to your own friend verbally. So as you can notice, there are what are the main things that an informal reply contains. First, you have to thank the host for the invitation, whether he or she is your friend. You have to compulsorily thank them for the invitation. Then after that, you let them know how happy they are, whether it's your birthday party, whether it's his birthday party or his housewarming party, anything like that. First, you have to thank that person. First, you have to express your happiness for that event. And after that, you confirm your acceptance. In this case, he had confirmed his acceptance with this line that I would love to join the same. How he's happy and he's saying that it's surely a time for celebration, and then he says that I would love to join the same. And then he closes the invitation with yours truly, Varun. Now, how would you write the invitation if the scenario would have been that Rohit has declined the invitation? Sorry, Varun has declined the invitation. So this would also go in the same way. First, he would thank Rohit for the invitation. Then the second line would also remain same, that I am really happy for you and knew you would make it big. Another third line would change slightly. He would say that I would have loved to join the celebration, but as my pre-board exams are approaching, I have to prepare for them. And I cannot attend the event sadly. I wish you all the best for your future. Yours truly, Varun. So this is how he would decline the invitation politely, because on these days his pre-boards are clashing with the event, so he cannot attend the event, and he's sad for it too, because who would want to decline the invitation of a friend's party? So you would throw in a little bit of that element also. The next example would be discussed by me in the next video. Till then, thank you and have a nice day.